Rob and Kale Show. Rob Sanders.
His own mother slapped the stork that delivered him.
And Kale Hall.
He doesn't deserve to be in this business. He deserves to have been blackballed.
The Rob and Kale Podcast.
As I've stated since my first day as ACC commissioner, football must be number one priority for us, for all of us. Our schools, the league, ACC network, our partners, coaches. We've been collaborating for months to ensure that ACC football has the mindset of 24/7, 365. And we're working together to further elevate football in the ACC.
Yeah, so that would be Commissioner Jim Phillips today, the brand new commissioner of the ACC, who apparently he just decided.
He is exciting, man. I would run through a brick wall for him.
Well, apparently the ACC just decided to take football seriously since now he's the commissioner. Just throwing that out.
God forbid we only had a team from there that's won the national championship 3 times in the last 10 years, but
it's three.
We're just not going to take it serious.
It's 3 in the last 8, sir.
Yeah, we're just now going to get service.
Anyway, welcome to the Rob and Kale Show. My name is Rob Sanders. My buddy is in Kale's in the Poconos. My buddy Carolina Jackpot. What is the beer of choice this evening, sir?
Keystone Light.
There you go. No vanilla scented candle needed there. All right, so we've got a lot of stuff to get into this evening. I am in Charlotte for ACC kickoff today. I've got some great stuff we're going to be putting up on the channel here, including an interview. Why am I hearing myself, Jackpot? What are you doing?
My bad.
Thank you. Anyway, we're going to have some great stuff. I got the chance to interview Mark Richt, the former Georgia coach, former Miami coach. You kind of get choked up when you talk to him. He talked a little bit about his Parkinson's with me. We'll have that putting up on the channel tomorrow. The ukulele will join us. Realistically, the ukulele will be joining me tomorrow at ACC kickoff, in addition to a couple of the Clemson players, Dabo Sweeney, Jeff Hafley, the coach for Boston College. We'll have some stuff with him. All kinds of good stuff tomorrow here on the Carolina Jackpot channel and, of course, the Rob and Kale Facebook page. By the way, we have to say thank you for the super chat. For Began Megan says the ACC is to football what Nickelback is to music. I can't really argue that when the commissioner today, one of the first things he says is football is now 24/7. Get the fuck out of here with that.
I can't understand why on these super chats. And I don't know, Rob, have you ever sent a super chat, Rob?
Yeah, I've given money to, I think, Uncle Lou and Pigskin Pete.
It's weird because like Began Megan sent $9.99. He meant to send $10, I'm sure. And I've tried to do that with Lou's channel before. For some reason, you can't get over to the round numbers. It's like you can do $4.99 or $9.99, but you can't do $5 or $10. I don't know. It's fucking weird.
It is fucking weird. The other fucking weird part of it is that YouTube takes half of it. That's the other fucking weird part. They don't even take dinner before they fuck us, Kale.
Yeah, I know. Without the common courtesy of a reach around. Bob Rutherford says thanks for making time for a show on your vacation time. Yeah, no problem. I mean, it's late. I mean, there really literally is nothing to do here this late at night. Nothing. I mean, except for, go outside and, look for deer or lightning bugs.
You need to, this is the time to get you some nookie from Mama Jackpot, man. Get up in there. Get you some skins.
Yeah, that's not happening right now. I won't get into that reason why. But,
I didn't make Jackpot's face turn red. I wasn't being disrespectful to your woman, sir. I was just saying.
No.
Nothing to do, Anyway, I want to thank our sponsors. First of all, special shout out to Dennis Wilson, who helped sponsor this trip. We appreciate Dennis, who was watching the live stream today and was watching. I could say this on here without since I'm not on the Fox Sports radio feed. We were right behind the ACC network set, and Kelsey Riggs was up there doing her thing in a green dress. The commentary from our savage listeners over here, including Shane Beamer and everybody else, talking about Kelsey Riggs today. Hot. Anyway, Dennis was watching today and noticed some of that. He wasn't judging, though. But that Shane says there, she was hot, so hot. Anyway, yeah,
Coach, you got to keep your mind on more important things.
Exactly. Anyway, thanks to Dennis for helping out with the sponsorship for the trip. And of course, everything that we put up from ACC Kickoff is sponsored by DNC Trucking and Transport. I've got a picture that I may post up here of Kelsey Riggs. She's a very, very beautiful lady that had the eye of the chat room today. I could say that without getting in trouble.
She gave you a Beamer Bonner.
Not me. Let's make sure we understand this.
No, a Beamer Bonner. Is that like Dan Bonner, the guy that was the commentator for ACC basketball?
That's a good point, sir.
What?
Yeah. Well, anyway, thanks to Dennis Wilson from DNC Trucking and Transport. He also does, of course, our fireside chats with Uncle Jackpot. Jackpot's going to tell us a story this evening. Jackpot, enlighten us, sir.
It sucks to be a Gamecock. Today was Coastal Division Day for the ACC at kickoff. It has been 6 years. Says 7. It's been 6 since South Carolina's won a game against a team from the Coastal Division. They would probably not be favored in any matchup against a Coastal team this year. Bullshit. We are a shithole. It has been 2,400 days since my team has beaten Clemson on the football field. The decade of dicking may happen. It sucks to be a Gamecock. Go Tigers.
It gets better and better. It gets better and better.
Let me reiterate, too, and just for anyone who doesn't know already, hopefully everybody saw the video because the last one that I did performed rather well, more better than any of the other ones that we have done in the past. But, man, I can't do it anymore. This charade is over with. It's done. I'm not doing it anymore. Carolina Jackpot, I'm not fucking pulling for Clemson in that Georgia game. Not doing it. So you motherfuckers can eat a dick. Go Dogs. I hope they beat the shit out of you. And there's that. I mean, I'm not doing it. I had someone on Twitter and this and that. They get under my fucking skin. Get under my fucking skin. Because here's the thing. So, we're on here crowing a little bit because Shane Beamer has pulled in some 3- and 4-star recruits. Well, I mean, goddamn. I mean, what are we supposed to do? Say, it's not enough, coach. It's not enough. You need to go back to the drawing board. You're not doing good enough. You're disappointing. And what are we supposed to do? Will Muschamp had us ranked in the 50s last year in recruiting. The 50s! I mean, he has busted his ass. He's done this in 6 fucking months. The guy is making progress. And we're talking about it a little bit. We're excited about it a little bit. Yes, I don't like the damn tweets, the damn Oscar Delp sandcastles, changing my pizza restaurant in Columbia with a sign saying I need help, I need Delp. I don't agree with all that. I think that that's candy ass shit. I think that's pandering, and you're also setting yourself up for heartbreak if he chooses somebody else to go to. But at least they're excited. At least they're passionate, and you can't fault them for that. But these motherfuckers just act like you're fucking God's gift to football. In case you haven't checked, last time that you were out there on the damn gridiron, you got your damn ass kicked up in between your shoulder blades, and from what I've seen, you ain't picked it out yet. So just shut up and let the damn roll.
Okay, first of all, let me enlighten you to a couple of things. First of all, Clemson's been to 6 CFPs in a row. So let's not poke the bear, sir. Hold on. No, sir. If you could sit there and talk about a bunch of fucking 3-star recruits and how Shane Beamer's got you out of the shithole Will Muschamp is in, I could talk about 6 straight CFP appearances.
Didn't say he did. Didn't say he did. I said you have to admire the progress that he is making.
I respect
he hasn't
Coach.
Played the game yet. He ain't played the game yet. I didn't say he was the damn Messiah, did I?
Well, you know what? I have a feeling about Coach Beamer. I think he's going to do great things at South Carolina for a couple of seasons, maybe 3 seasons, and then you know what he's going to do? He's going to go coach Virginia Tech because he doesn't really.
No, he's not. He's not. Because I'm telling you why. The perfect storm is going to happen to where that's not going to happen because Virginia Tech, they're setting themselves up. I've looked. They got holes all over their roster. They're not happy right now. Justin Fuentes is nearing the end of his contract. I have a really, really, really good feeling they got a tough schedule this year too. I have a feeling they're going to can his ass after this year. So that means they're going to have to get someone else to coach that team. Let's say they go up there and kind of get things turned around, and they're there for a good 8-10 years. Beams is ours. I mean, just face facts.
That's what you're hoping for.
Why would he leave? I don't even care if it is a legacy hire or whatever. Why would he leave South Carolina to go up there?
Because Virginia Tech's a better program
amongst a bunch of fucking Virginia hipsters. Nah. That's not South Carolina's home. This is where he was born. This is where he was born. This is where he was raised. It's just like Arn Anderson going back to Minnesota. Where he was born, where he was raised. People say he's from Rome, Georgia. That's not true. He's from Minnesota. That's where he went back to.
I love when Jackpot's got some fire. He's gonna be really pissed off when Beamer leaves in 3 seasons.
He's not going anywhere. Where?
I'm just telling you, it's just what I think, sir. I could be wrong. Wrong.
Well, I listened to the day of Mazodcast talking about the SEC media days, and they were I like to listen to them because they're good for a few cheap laughs and the old the kind of the sophomore class type humor and stuff. But I said something today that really got them off. You know? Huh?
Home wrecker.
Talking about South Carolina's not the destination program that they think they are. Okay, well, what the fuck kind of damn destination is your fucking program?
Mizzou's got more SEC East titles than South Carolina has 2 times as many.
Good, great. Yeah, one of those years we beat the shit out of them. So.
And you watched from home as they played in the SEC championship game.
They didn't really play in it. I mean, they just kind of showed up and they put their uniforms on. They got there on the field, but that was about it. That was the end of that.
Sort of like your appearance in the SEC championship game, right?
Yeah, I know. It was horrible. I mean, we played the eventual Heisman Trophy winner and national champion, and we got beat bad. So you know what? You know what? We also came within a cunt hair of beating them earlier in the season as well. So they're
cunt hairs here, cunt hairs there. The big story today, in addition to our thoughts and prayers, I hate using that term because it sounds fake, but Coach Bobby Bowden is dealing with a terminal illness. 91 years old. No one lives forever. Father Time is undefeated. But growing up, when Bobby Bowden had Florida State, and they were some mouth pumpers. I mean, they were a really, really good team when he was doing his thing. So, shout out to Coach Bobby Bowden. And man, just tough when you hear that. But the other story.
He's got a huge coaching tree himself. All three of his sons became coaches.
Yeah.
And one's still active. I think that Terry, is the oldest son, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, Terry's at
He's the only one. He's at
Roe?
ULM.
Yeah, Louisiana Monroe. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's a good hire. He's the oldest one, I'm pretty sure, and he's the only one still active coaching.
I think his offensive coordinator is Rich Rodriguez. I think that's the offensive coordinator at ULM is
Really?
Rich. Yeah, I'm serious. I think I'm right on that. I could be wrong, but
I'm gonna check that real quick while you.
yeah. Anyway, the other big story today is Oklahoma and Texas apparently have made some moves that they want to be in the SEC. Making the SEC the first 16-team super conference. It's basically, in my opinion, the killing of the Big 12. If Oklahoma and Texas leave the Big 12, I mean, it basically turns the Big 12 into, hey, teams come and get some of our guys. We're going to go, and I don't know what they're going to do, but the Big 12 is probably going to go away. It makes you think, who would be the next to move? And what I mean by that is that it would make sense for the ACC to snap up Notre Dame. Notre Dame has got to stop, and I'm using this term in the most friendly way that I possibly can. Notre Dame has got to stop being a bunch of fucking bitches. No one gives a fuck about the Fighting Irish football program. You're not what you fucking used to be. So stop with the bullshit.
How would
Go ahead.
Sorry.
Yeah.
You were right. You were right about that, Rob. It says the OC is former Arizona, Michigan, West Virginia head coach Rich Rodriguez.
Yeah, here we go. Let's go out to the phones. Good evening. Welcome to the Rob and Kale Show.
What's up, fellas? Beg and Megan, how are y'all doing?
Beg and Megan, are you going
What's
to
up,
be
Megan?
a rational person this evening? I've got an interview that I did with Mark Rick today that might bring a tear to your eye, sir. I think you'll enjoy that when I post it up here soon.
Well, obviously, I can separate, football BS talking from personal stuff.
No, I mean, I'm not.
Nobody.
This is no bullshit. I got kind of choked up doing this interview with Coach Rick. He talked about the fact that he is dealing with Parkinson's, and talked a little bit about his faith. And I know that he didn't get completely the job done at Georgia that the fan base expected, but sitting there today, even dealing with the Parkinson's, it's like, you know what? I'm a chunky guy from South Carolina that would line up and go play for him today, because he was that motivating to me with the stuff that he shared with us. So when that comes up, make sure you listen to it, Beg and Megan. It's gonna be good.
Yeah, he was special. And I've listened. My best friend, the guy that I grew up with, passed away from ALS. Any type of a neuromuscular disease is kind of holds a, I don't know, I want to say a special place in my heart, but you have a certain hatred for it. You hate what it does to people. You hate watching it. It's just tough, man. I do. Let me transition from that to just pure football BS. People talk about the off season and how they kind of mark milestones, and everybody points to SEC media days. And then there are like two people who point to ACC media days, so I won't leave them out. But they kind of point to that as a milestone, as, hey, we're getting close. But that doesn't, for me, it's no big deal. It's what I just saw from my boy Crack Pipe. That remember when Deion Sanders came back or tried to make his comeback, and he said, "I got that dog back." You guys remember that?
I think so.
That's what I just saw. That's what I just saw from my boy Crack Pipe there. When he decides enough of the BS, I can't do it. I can't stand him. And I saw his. I mean, the hair raised up on his back like he was a dog. And that's when I know we're getting close to football season. That's my boy right there. That's what I want to see. It's exactly when I know we're getting close, when my man there gets all pissed off and just decides gloves are off. I can't do it. I cannot go with Clemson.
Well, I was hoping
what my master plan was, what I was going to pull off was I was going to have this T-shirt, this orange T-shirt with a Gamecock logo on it, the Clemson logo or something that said "Tater for a Day" or something like that. And had Clemson won, at the end of the game, after cheering for them the entire time, I was going to throw a tantrum, rip it off, maybe even start crying. And say, I've tried my best. I pulled for you, hoping that you would lose, because who I pull for normally lose 80% of the time, and you didn't do it. And you just wanted I was going to take it out back and throw it in my fire pit and set it on fire and all this crazy stuff. And then if they lost, then I was just going to rip it to shreds too and just start laughing at them and say, I was never pulling for you anyway. Go Dogs. But I can't even keep it up that long. I can't. I mean, the hate is just too strong. I just can't stand them. I cannot stand these damn double talking motherfuckers. I mean, who would probably, once Clemson loses a couple of games they shouldn't, they'll disappear, never to be heard from again. I swear to God, I've lived in the upstate of South Carolina my entire life, except for 2 years of it. And I've seen more and more and more Clemson shit just pop up every year. And unless you live in the upstate of South Carolina, you don't realize how bad it is. And shout out to folks of us who live up here. We have a ton of transplants from New York, Connecticut, California, all coming to the upstate of South Carolina because it's a good economy. It's affordable housing. It's good schools. It's all that shit. It's not the traffic is not it wasn't bad at one time. It is now because thanks to their damn unwelcome presence. But these people got to pick a team, and so all these son of bitches you see here. I seen one in my neighborhood that had just moved in 6 months ago. Got fucking Connecticut plates on damn one car. I got a New Hampshire plate on the other one. And now I got a fucking Clemson flag on the damn front porch. So what the fuck?
Well, Jackpot, respectfully, sir.
Where's your damn Rutgers flag at? You pull for your team. You pull for your team. Just because you move somewhere don't mean that you have another team. If I were to move up here to Pennsylvania next year, I would still have a Gamecock flag out on the front of my 3-bedroom, 2-bath house here in the Poconos. And people would ride down the road. Hey, man. Hey, guy. What is that, boss? It's a Gamecock. Oh, okay.
Megan, what did you say the last show we did? You said Jackpot's always in a hurry to do what? Hello.
Well, leave the state of South Carolina, I believe.
Exactly.
Which you know what? It surprises me that you remember that.
I remember everything. I'm not a dumbass.
I'm glad you get paid to talk for a living.
Yeah.
Because you've got the listening skills of Helen Keller. So I'm surprised. Not only did you remember that, but you did quote me correctly on that. But let me stop my boy Crack right there. You realize when you say things like you just said, I live in North Florida. So you're preaching to the choir about the transplants, and then all of a sudden becoming a so-called lifetime fan of the team of the area that you moved into. You can't look. If you've got a Red Sox sticker on your truck, don't put a Gator flag up there. We know the truth. Just stop. And they have, man. I own some property in Georgia as well, so I deal with some real estate folks, and they are flooding the Southeast at a rate that is unreal, and I mean unreal. And unfortunately, they're bringing some serious attitude with them. I've heard of many conflicts going on all over the Southeast that are kind of typical of when those two cultures clash, and it's not good. But anyway, let me get off that. That's the whole thing with me. But anyway, I know what you mean, Crack Light. Let's just say that. But yeah, I'm glad to see you. My boy sounds like he's in mid-season form, and that's my milestone right there. I wanted to see him drop this charade and get back on that Clemson hate train. Looks like he's there.
Well, the good part is the two of you can fondle each other's man parts together after Clemson kicks your fucking dick in on September the 4th.
Oh, hey, let me
Wishful thinking.
Since you just alluded to that.
Not that. God damn
You've made a ton of Go ahead.
Shit. No, go ahead. Go ahead, Megan. You're good.
That's
All
not
right.
what the wishful
You've made a
thinking.
ton of jokes, which I'm totally fine with. You obviously joke around with me and call me. You question which team I play for, so to speak. You know what I mean? Well, I happened to see your show today, and let's just say I was kind of distracted myself. So don't ever.
Oh. Well, yeah.
You don't have to question.
You're talking about
which team I play for.
Kelsey Riggs today.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
She was.
Absolutely.
That was the best part of the fucking show today.
It was.
What's her name? Kelsey what?
The mindless.
Kelsey Riggs. She was pretty
Kelsey
hot.
Riggs. She hotter than Kelsey Grammer.
I don't know about all that. That's kind of messed up.
Yeah, well, I'll say this. He's so hot.
Kelsey
He made
Grammer
Ross
was a
Thompson.
dude. That was
Yeah,
Frazier.
I'm going to post a picture of her. I'm going to show you a picture of her right now. I can send that to you right now. Hold on. I'll get that going. But yeah, she was outstanding up there for the ACC network,
dude.
and everybody got to what's the term? Got to enjoy her presence. So yeah.
Yeah, let's say that the camera angle was very friendly during your show. Let's just say that. So
Good point,
I like
man.
the angle. It was good.
Yep. All right. Well, we will. I'm glad you enjoyed the show today. By the way, tomorrow she's supposed to be on the same time when we're on the air. So.
Well, look, it's
Good Lord! I mean,
No,
from the comments, apparently this is the hottest woman to ever grace the damn presence of the big screen.
I'm fixing to show you a picture of her. She's the hottest woman that's ever been on this channel. I think
Farrah Fawcett of the 2020s. I mean, good God.
Well, I did some research. Apparently, she played soccer somewhere. And I'm trying to figure out exactly where that is. Right. Let me see if I can share this picture.
On Tennessee.
Everybody else has. Hold on, let's see here. I'm going to share this picture over here. You can see this really quick there, guys. As Dina carry me out. We haven't seen a picture of Dina all together. So anyway, let's see here. There we go. Let's see if I can see that picture. Where is it? Oh, come on. Yeah, there it is. Right there. Anyway, it's taking a moment to show up here, but yeah, there we go. Full screen. That way everybody can see it. All right, Jackpot. This is who everybody was gawking at today. Give it a minute here. I'm on this hotel internet. It's a little bit spotty, but hold on here. Come on. There we go. Yeah, there we go. That was the young lady that everybody was going after. Can you see that, Megan?
I can. Like I said, she was hot enough to make you tolerable. So that's, I can't give her any bigger compliment than that. So.
Yeah, she was outstanding today, and the funny part is that I'm sitting here with my back to her, and everybody's telling us, "Hey, move over," so they could get a better view of her.
You have a picture of her.
Your radar slipping with your old age.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Your back should not be to her. Let's just say that. So.
You have a picture of her ass?
No, I didn't.
Right there. She looks like a Puritan schoolgirl with a tan.
Let me get a picture of your ass for the savages watching you. Yeah. Fuck you, Jackpot.
What's wrong with you, Rob? You didn't ask for that?
Damn it. No, you can go back and if you would like to, you could theoretically go and look at the video from today and see the fine picture there, Jackpot, if that's what you would like to do, sir.
All right, I gotta judge that turd cutter before I can make a final ruling.
Well, Kelsey Riggs is her name. There you go. All right, Megan, do you have anything else for the show today? We appreciate your super chat this evening.
I do have one more thing.
Sure.
3 TDs, 21 points, Rob.
Fuck. Good night, sir. Thank you for supporting the show.
Good evening, fellas.
Good evening. All right, Megan joining the show. By the way,
excellent comment over here.
Go ahead.
Excellent comment over here by Bama Matt 93 says Dabo's crying about 12 teams, but he got drubbed by a team he ranked 11th. Ironic, isn't it?
Well, by the way, Georgia fans, you are fucked because if Jackpot is rooting for you, all of his teams that he roots for suck a donkey dick. I mean, he's a fan of the Gamecocks and a fan of the Jets. 803-470-2905. 803-470-2905. If you want to call and join the show, let's go back out to the phones. Good evening. Show.
What's going on, fellas?
What is up, Andre? How the hell are you, sir?
I'm all right. Hey, Kay, I just want to tell you, man, we got a spot over here with LSU, man. I'll have to get you a translator for Coach O, man, but we'll take you over here. You can enjoy getting your ass beat by Alabama every year.
Jackpot. That seems like a better thing than being a Georgia fan. You go down there with LSU, man. They got gumbo. They got all kind of great stuff down there, brother. You go to Georgia.
They do. They also got. There was a woman trying to kick a damn alligator out of the street on TikTok the other day in Louisiana. Crazy.
Shit. That's some funny stuff there. Andre, what else have you got today, man?
Hey, so I was wondering, someone made a good comment about the Longhorn Network. If the Shorthorns and Choklahoma was to come to the SEC, which honestly, I'm cool with it as long as they can get Alabama and the SEC East. Get them fuck away from us. Fuck them, right? But if they come over, what's up with the Longhorn Network and the contract, and how would that work?
There's so many things that are in the mix there that would have to come about. Me personally, though, it's really strange to me that Oklahoma and Texas had to basically go kiss the ring of the SEC. Can we please come and be in your club? Can we please? What a bunch of Ken doll bitches. What is wrong with you? We want to be in your club. Oh, Jesus. Both of those programs should just be
A&M ran away from the Big 12. A&M ran away from them. I don't think A&M would be supportive of this at all. Like, no, fuck them.
But no one. Let's be honest. Most SEC folks don't really want Texas A&M and Missouri in the damn conference anyway. It's not like they'll have the meeting in Birmingham and hey, you guys want to let Texas and Oklahoma in? Texas A&M goes no, and they're like, fuck you. What about everybody else? What does Alabama and LSU want to do? You want them in? Fine. Shut up, Texas A&M. Eat a dick. That's exactly how that stuff will go. I mean, it's not like the Texas A&M is going to have a voice at all. Come on, man. No. They're not. The lower back tattoos with the SEC logo down there in Birmingham and everybody wearing an SEC smoking jacket. Those are the people that are going to make those decisions. They won't even let Jimbo Fisher know. All they'll tell him is, hey, make sure your wife doesn't cut any more backflips onto a Florida penis and shut the hell up. That's exactly what's going to happen down there. They're not going to let Texas A&M determine anything. Shit.
Alabama would probably they probably wouldn't approve it unless they can move to the SEC East. Because let's be honest, Alabama doesn't really want to play anybody. They really don't.
Okay. Yeah.
I saw a scenario today with that 16-team deal talking about splitting it into an SEC North and an SEC South. And the North was like Gamecocks, Georgia, Vanderbilt, Kentucky, Missouri, Arkansas, Oklahoma, and Tennessee. And then the rest of it was the SEC South. So then you would have Texas A&M and Texas in the same division with Alabama, Auburn, and LSU, and then the Mississippi schools and Florida. Interesting.
Yeah. Interesting. That
would make more sense.
South Carolina won a championship, though.
What's that?
Yeah. Maybe. Yeah.
That's the only way that South Carolina has a shot at winning a championship. If they put it in North.
You don't know that. Well, you have a crystal ball, sir.
So basically, we're going to put all the good teams in the South.
What did your crystal ball tell you this morning? I don't know. Mine didn't tell me anything because I don't have one. Did you?
He says your crystal ball is whacked, Andre.
Your crystal ball is non-existent.
Yeah,
it's like mine. It's like we don't know. So I kind of could win a championship.
Yeah.
Well, so could Arkansas.
I could. Yes, sir.
They got the most championships in the SEC. I find that hilarious. Bama fans don't like that at all. Oh, they be crying. Oh, it's no football. Oh, it's no football. They don't give a fuck anything with high school football. Freaking idiots.
Yeah.
Sorry. I hate Alabama.
Arkansas has more conference championships than Alabama.
In all sports, yes, sir. And whenever a Bama fan hears
Arkansas had a lot of good years in the Southwest Conference, and Arkansas had some good years in the SEC in the 90s and then the early part of the 2000s. People forget about that, but they did.
Yeah, but all they want to do is concentrate on Nick Saban. That's all they want to think about. That's it. You tell them anything about other teams that have more championships on the SEC and all sports combined, they freaking go nuts. Try it. It's a fun time.
I have a feeling that Alabama is going to have a tougher time with the Miami Hurricanes week one than they want to have. I mean, I don't know if I would be against taking Miami to cover the spread in that game. Just looking at it.
I don't know. Trust me, I would love to see Miami do it, but I
don't think they'll win or anything. I mean, Alabama's got to rebuild that entire offense. First game out, Miami's lost like one starter.
We said that for so many years. Oh, they got to rebuild. Oh, they got to rebuild. And every single time we say that, they come out there and just mash people's faces in. I cannot go against them whatsoever.
A lot of it has to do with how healthy Derek King's going to be in that game, and how much they play him. So I don't know. I think Miami has a shot to keep it competitive.
We got to see Derek King today at ACC kickoff, and he's a little fella. I mean, he looks like. I mean, he's not a very big. Normally, when you're a guy that's smaller like that, you're kind of I guess the word thick is the way to look at it. But he looks really skinny. Like a one shot might like level him out, man.
Kind of like Lamar Jackson.
Yeah. Basically.
Shout out to Curtis Shull over on YouTube. He says South Carolina and Vandy should drop to Division II. Okay, that's fine. Well, then in that case, we would dominate the hell out of Division II since Vanderbilt hasn't beaten us since George W. Bush was the president in office. Let's just stop saying stupid shit.
Andre, you got anything else for the program today, sir?
Nothing else. Roll Tide off a cliff.
Andre, thanks for calling the show, man. I appreciate it, buddy. There you go. 803-470-2905. Jackpot, what do you think of the fact that Texas and Oklahoma might want to come to the SEC?
I mean, I think it's I think it's great. I mean, but like I said, that conference is going to dissolve because that's where the money's at, man. Those two schools. I mean, that's where the bread is buttered. Say all you want to about Iowa State's coming around. No, I mean, they're not making any money for that damn conference, and either Oklahoma State, none of them are. I mean, that's that. I mean, the Big 12 will be dissolved. And I would not be surprised to see the SEC. I mean, that would expand to 16 teams. I wouldn't be surprised to see another couple of those teams get accepted into the SEC either. I'm just saying. I don't know. I mean, I'm just trying to think here who all's in it and what's good geographical fits. I don't think they want any part of Kansas. Maybe I don't know. Maybe Baylor is a fit. I don't know. Or possibly West Virginia. We were talking about that too. West Virginia. We were talking about that earlier. That's an ACC school. That should be an ACC.
But Notre Dame's one, and then the other one.
Yeah. And what do you think about the ACC adding? I don't know. I think some of these teams in the AAC, I think Cincinnati is a team that could make a jump to Power 5. I really do.
That would be an interesting one.
I think Cincinnati and UCF are two teams that have the facilities. They also have the basketball programs. Because you gotta have a basketball program that can compete on that level too. I think those two, could conceivably become ACC members. They fit. Those are huge markets that they would tie up. Which I mean, the Cincinnati market is up there, with Lexington, Kentucky. So that's a huge market. Orlando market's huge. Wouldn't be a bad move.
Yeah. You mentioned Central Florida. That would be interesting too. But, the other teams from the American, I mean, Cincinnati's
a lot of those teams are not in big market. Houston is a team that's in a big media market. And if you wanted to if you lost Texas and Oklahoma, then you talk about retooling the Big 12. Well, maybe Houston goes to the Big 12. Maybe, I don't know, maybe Rice from the Conference USA goes, I don't know. They're really not, goes back to the Big 12 or Memphis joins the Big 12. There's a major media market. I don't know. There's some other teams there that I thought was up and comers like East Carolina. Program's probably not on the level to be able to ever be Power 5, not right now. And App State, I thought was a team that could potentially be a Power 5 team, at least on the football front, but the other sports, not so sure about. It's not a very big market either, so they'll probably get left out in the cold.
Yeah. I think that the easy move would be for West Virginia to join Notre Dame as far as if the ACC was going to do that. The other team that, could kind of be in the mix is maybe bring back Maryland. And that's a big TV market there, but I don't know if Maryland wants to come back or not, but things may change. You never know, but getting West Virginia in the ACC would make a lot of sense. I mean, it really, really would.
Curtis Schultz says, let's be real, guys. Cincinnati will be Clemson versus Alabama again. Not so sure about that. Clemson sure didn't look like it last time out. So,
yeah.
Got a lot of improvements to make on both sides of the ball if they're going to do that. Jordan Bowman says, glad to see old Jackpot with Tater Hate again. It was getting uncomfortable having you on our side. I know. I was like a turd in the bottom of your drawers that you just wanted to shake out.
Well, I'm laughing because the teams that Jackpot root for are all shit. So congratulations, Georgia. You got the Jackpot hex. Y'all are fucking
the Jets are probably going to be in the Super Bowl in 3 or 4 years, and the Gamecocks probably going to be in Atlanta.
In Atlanta for what? To go to the Peach Parade? What the hell are you talking about?
Yeah.
Positive Mike says
the culture shift. Culture's shifting.
patron of the program, Positive Mike. South Carolina and Vandy are going to get asked to leave the SEC.
They're not going to ask South Carolina to leave before they ask the team that stuffs money in McDonald's bags to go.
Yeah, you're right about that. And South Carolina has Don Staley, so they don't want to take that out of the conference. They don't want to do that. They don't
James
want Don
Thompson says Jackpot is a shit show. Well, sir, you know what? If you don't like it, that damn door is not locked, okay? Get out of here any old time you're ready to.
RMF time.
Will not.
Man, everybody's ragging Jackpot because he jumped sides, man.
That's right. Well, it's like last night I said my name is Carolina Jackpot. It's not Clemson Jackpot. It's not House Divided Jackpot. It's not Fence Riding Jackpot. It's Carolina Jackpot. And that's why I put it in all caps, bold tonight, and split the letters out like I was spelling it out, like we do at the beginning of the fight song. CAROLINA. Jackpot. Da, da. Awesome.
God.
Music to mine ears. The sweetest sound of the Southland.
Dina says, y'all leave Fester alone. Bless it. Anyway. Well, tomorrow we're going to have some great stuff from the Clemson side of things. I'm going to try really hard to not call DJ Ugunglele the ukulele because Jack
the ukulele man and see how he responds. See if he doesn't pound you into the sand.
So I was walking out, and as he was walking,
he's a pretty big motherfucker, though. No,
he is a big motherfucker. Let's leave it at that.
Ask him if he's gonna. What do you think his response would be if you tell him? Hopefully, you don't become Tasha Boyd 2.0.
Yeah.
A big motherfucker with a howitzer for an arm that likes to throw the ball to the wrong colored jersey a lot.
Tosh Boyd joined the Clemson staff, so that's interesting too. So
okay, well,
we'll see how that works out. But I'm going to be thinking tomorrow. Do not call in the ukulele. Do not call in the ukulele.
Donut Head Seat says Scar needs to bring back that Publix bagger as a quarterback. He wasn't half bad. No, Gary Orth. He wasn't half bad.
The fact that you're God damn it, Jackpot.
What was the kid's name a few years ago that beat Mizzou when Jake Bentley was hurt in that rainstorm and he never started a game and never got to start again?
Oh God. I don't know. Beat Mizzou a couple years ago.
Rainstorm, and they cried about it and bitched and moaned. And the went out and the headsets went out.
Yeah, y'all cheated.
Scarnecchia.
Scarnecchia. Yeah. Bless it. As Dina would say, bless it.
We didn't ask God for a rainstorm. I mean, it's not our fault that we braved the elements and we.
I blame Will Muschamp because Muschamp said I blame Will Muschamp for that because Muschamp said.
Well, that's fine. I blame Will Muschamp.
No, I'm just telling you why. I have a legitimate reason. He said we didn't have any problems with our headset, and Mizzou's like, well, we had problems with ours. Maybe you shouldn't have used yours. And Muschamp's like, fuck off. And that's basically what happened. So I blame Muschamp for that, and he's gone now. So
yeah, he needed to be gone a long time before he was, but it is what it is.
So there you go with that. All right, Jackpot. Well, we've had a good show.
We were talking about that too, and I need to bring it up. The guy, the Mazodcast, those guys, they were talking about him too. And just thinking back on it, I mean, and they were talking about South Carolina will forever just be I just will forever think of South Carolina, they said, as just not being very intelligent. They said because they went out and hired Will Muschamp. I mean, what? And it's true. I mean, why do you? I mean, you had a guy that he got fired. He got fired from his last job. And it wasn't like he got fired 5 years earlier and then went out and, well, he coached under a couple of Hall of Fame coaches and got rehabilitated and this and that. No, he was gone for 1 year after getting fired. It's like the circle of suck, the circle of retreads. They think Barry Odom will get a coaching position pretty soon if he develops a solid defense at Arkansas in the next couple of years.
Fuck you. Fuck Barry Odom. Barry Odom and Muschamp are the same coach, just both not worth a shit.
James Thompson says stick to Rutgers, jackpot. All I did was go in their stadium. Did you see that?
Oh, you went into their stadium?
Did you see that video?
No, I haven't. I've been working like doing football things today. I didn't have time to.
I know
follow
you've been working like some government mule. I posted it. I did it Monday night. We're on the way back from the beach in New Jersey. We went through New Brunswick / Piscataway, and I rode up to the stadium. And I walked in through one of the sally ports. Well, I guess you call it a sally port. That's more of a military term. A lot of these lazy fucks that watch these damn things wouldn't know what that is. But anyway, I walked through the sally port onto the concourse of that stadium. And I did a video there. Went live for about 4 minutes. It's nice. There was nobody around, dude. There was literally no fucking body around. And one of the guys commented on it and said, thank God you weren't a troubled teenager with a can of spray paint. Ha! I mean, could you just there? I mean, here's this beautiful field. And I mean, there was nobody around. It sounded like there was somebody running or doing something up on the upper deck part up above me. But, yeah, I had the whole place to myself.
Jerome with a good point. There was actually, hold on, I might have, I think I've got the clip from Beamer where he refers to, yeah, let me see here. I think I've got it as a piece of my sports update today. Hold on. Oh, here we go. Where Shane Beamer was talking about his rival. Hold on.
10 years, or my last year at South Carolina, we played for the SEC championship. We beat Alabama when they were number one in the country at Williams-Brice Stadium. We beat Tennessee, Georgia, Florida, and our in-state rival all 10 years, or my last all in the same season.
we listen, that's great. Hold on.
In the country at Williams-Brice Stadium. We beat Tennessee, Georgia, Florida, and our in-state rival all in the same season.
Yeah, we beat Alabama, we beat Georgia, we beat Tennessee, and our in-state rival. You will learn Clemson's name, sir.
I don't know why he brought Tennessee up in that conversation. They were having to doo-doo confirm that year. If I'm not mistaken, that was year one of the Derek Dooley experiment.
Derek Dooley.
They beat. He said Florida, right? They beat Florida, Georgia.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me play it again. Hold on. Here it goes.
Years, or my last year at South Carolina, we played for the SEC championship. We beat Alabama when they were number one in the country at Williams-Brice Stadium. We beat Tennessee, Georgia, Florida, and our in-state rival all in the same season.
Yeah. So he mentioned Tennessee, Georgia, Florida, Alabama.
I didn't hear anything about Kentucky there.
No, he doesn't want to talk about that because that's.
Oh yeah. Well, there you go. I don't know shit about fuck.
Oh goddamn! He really worded that perfectly. Yeah, we beat Georgia, we beat Florida, we beat Tennessee, and our in-state rival.
Gordon Bowman says Clemson put up a better fight against Cam Newton than South Carolina did somehow. No, they didn't.
Yeah, they did. It was a close game.
No, yeah, it was a close game. But Auburn had some kids injured for that game. They played usually, but put the second string a lot. Cam Newton was like used sparingly in that game. He was all in about that game against South Carolina, that first one, and they still had to cheat. They cheated and because they had two players on the defensive side of the ball with the same jersey number on at the end of that fucking game. And Spurrier was running out there because it was a damn penalty. He was like, "Why are you throwing a damn flag? What the fuck's going on here?" But I mean, they didn't call it, and the game was over with. But I do remember that vividly.
Donut Head says you live on gas station sushi. Why is everybody?
Sure,
taking...
I've never eaten sushi in my life, so
I'm not eating that shit. Fucking raw fish. Fuck that. I'm not eating that nasty shit.
Gordon Bowman says Clemson lost by 3 and South Carolina got blown the fuck out. No, the fuck they didn't. They got blown out in the damn SEC championship game. They played them twice. We played them in the regular season. That was the first time that Connor Shaw ever made an appearance in Gamecock uniform, sir. We lost 27-20.
And then what was the SEC championship game score? What was it?
56.
All right. Well, I'm asking because
56 to something.
56-14, I think it was, right?
14, yes. 56-14. We're talking about regular season. We played them twice.
Hold on, sir. If you average it out, they scored 83 points to 34 points. So they beat you by, good bit. There's that. All right. Well, we've had fun this evening. Be sure to follow tomorrow.
They were on a quest for a championship. So,
well, and Cam Newton cheated. Let's all just be honest. Alabama fans will admit that he was cheating.
He did. Him and his daddy.
Him and his daddy cheated big time. Anyway, been a great show, guys. I'll be back at it tomorrow. Be sure to follow us, and we'll have some good stuff up here for you.
Donut Head says Muschamp has established a golden legacy of kicking field goals and playing sound defense for victories. He also has established a golden legacy of kicking field goals and playing shitty defense for losses.
And with that, the show's a wrap. What a way.